Have you ever asked someone to do something as clearly and as persuasively as you thought possible and they didn't do it? Well, this is because you did not create a sense of urgency. Hello everyone, it's Lisa. In this video, I want to give you a strategy and structure that you can use to convince management to spend on training and development. Because you're gonna present your idea in this high-stake environment, you must be prepared, you must have clear and persuasive message. You're gonna have between 1, 2 or 3 minutes to convince another person or convince a group of people. Irrespective of the time given, I recommend you to follow the following structure. Let's start with what. What are the 1, 2 or 3 ideas that your management needs to hear? So in our case, we as a business need to spend more money and other resources on training and development this month, quarter or year. The next question is, so what? If we do this, what will be the outcome? Why will management care? You can start your sentence something like, the reason you care about this, and you technically indirectly imply that they actually care, is that you want to retain your top performers, reduce recruitment costs, and increase percentage of repeat business. But again, this is just an example and you need to think about your reasons. I want to remind you that not all companies' problems can be solved by training. Check one of my previous videos, this is why your company's training isn't working and the way you can fix it. I share a lot of details there about what problems can be solved or mitigated by training and development and which simply can't. Question number 3, says who? You need to give the management evidence that takes your message from a nice idea to something that they will remember and act upon without a delay. As humans, everything we do because we want to avoid pain or get pleasure. And generally, we will be much more proactive in avoiding pain than getting pleasure. So let's talk about your ideal argument. I recommend that your argument includes 2 pain arguments and 1 pleasure argument. You don't want to overwhelm people with more than 3 ideas at the same time. 3 is more than enough. So let's talk about arguments that trigger pain. High employee turnover rate, reasons for recent resignations, your top performing employees leaving the company, the fact that your recruitment cost will always be higher than training and development expenses. Maybe you have recent employee opinion survey and statistic. If you have any questions in your annual survey about the training and development where people can leave comments, read all of them, and especially those where people say that there is not enough learning and development opportunities within the company. You can also talk about recent employment trends, great resignation and quiet quitting. Use statistics, use testimonials, use graphs to help your message stick when using employment trends. Okay, so let's move to pleasure arguments. Pleasure arguments are successful examples of other companies' training and development projects and the results that they brought. Please only use it when you have real and accurate data. Happier and more loyal employees, improve customer satisfaction scores, having more repeat business, having a better online reputation, increase profit or reduce expenses in any area of your business. Okay, let's go to the last point of our structure. Why now? This is where you explain the rewards to consequences for acting right now. Have you ever asked someone to do something as clearly and as persuasively as you thought possible and they didn't do it? Well, this is because you did not create a sense of urgency. Think about it in advance. What can create a sense of urgency? For example, business will be entering a busy season soon and you can't afford any more resignations. More and more employees are complaining about the lack of development opportunities and saying, hey, I'll just go to our competitor. Some of the business indicators are down. It could be sales volume, percentage of repeat customers, online reputation score. It could be also companies, competitors are doing something different, new technology, process or way of doing things, and because of that they have better results in XYZ compared to our company. Now, be flexible when you deliver your message. You might need to start with the so what message or says who message. It depends on what the management needs at this specific moment. If you feel that the management won't act immediately, your key message might start with why now? And if not now, then when? Lastly, if I were a training and development consultant or agency that wants to offer training intervention as a solution to a problem, this is what I would do to convince the management, because it's a bit different from when you're working inside the company and you know a lot of things that happening in the company compared to outsider. Number one, learn as much as you can about the company. Check their LinkedIn profile, check their employees' profiles, what they are talking about, what are the recent company's events. Second, stir up your future clients' problems and offer your training as a solution to this problem. Number three, your recruitment cost will always be higher than training and development expenses, so talk with them about this idea. Number four, have an active social media profile and show your future client how you can solve the problem they have. Share information for free and implementation for a fee. Number five, when you have a meeting with the management or stakeholders of this company, use the same what, so what, says who, and why now approach. Use the facts that are available for you. And this is it for today. Please let me know in the comments what would you like to see in the next video. I would like to know how can I serve you better. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please share with your friend or co-worker who can benefit from it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you would like to see more of the similar content, please check and follow my Instagram channel. I share a lot of tips there, and also check the description down below where you can find different free resources that will help you on your learning and development journey. I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.